Welcome back. We're going to do the video that covers the last 4 problems here on your first check sheet. First thing you do when you're solving an absolute value, that's what these bars are, is you got to get that stuff by itself. So there's a random times -4 in the front. So I'm going to divide both sides by -4. And let me tell you, they're going to have you divide by a negative when you take that keystone to see if you remember that when you divide by a negative, you flip this symbol. So that less than will become greater than. I personally don't say greater, I say greater. So that I remember when I write my 2 equations to write the or between them. My 2 equations are 6x plus 6 is greater than 6, or, so exactly the same, but no bars, or 6x plus 6 is less than -6. Those are my 2 equations where I change the last 2 things. Solve them by subtracting 6. 6x is greater than 0. Divide by 6. X is greater than 0. Or -6 from both sides. 6x is less than -12. If I put those together. Divide by 6. X is less than -2. So there's my answer algebraically. If they want it graphically with a picture, 0. Greater, open dot, greater is to the right. The other one is -2. Open dot again, because it's less than, it can't be -2. Less than, points left. So here's your picture, and then here is your algebraic answer there for 10. Number 11, you'll notice signs in the room to help you out with this. If it's x equals just a number and they tell you to graph it, it's a vertical line. I'll put a V. That means up and down. Vertical up and down like this. If it's y equals just a number, it's horizontal, going back and forth. And if it has an x and a y in it, we say it is slanted. So x equals 4. Go to 4 on the x-axis and draw an up and down vertical line. Y equals -2. Go to -2 on the y-axis and draw your line going back and forth. Make sure these are lines, so they should have arrows on the end. Last one here, y equals 3/5 x minus 3. I hope you remember what I call the most important equation from Algebra 1, mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. Y-intercept is -3. Down 3, put your point. Slope, rise over run. I go up 3 and over 5. And I connect those 2 points to make my slanted line. So that's graphing. That's number 11. Number 12, graph, and do not forget to shade. Shade because we have this less than or equal to sign. So I graph that line like I always have graphed a slanted line. Y-intercept is 4. Go up 4. Then I'm going to rise 1, run 2. There is a solid line because it can equal it. So I'm going to make a solid line here. And if it's less than, I shade all the stuff below. Number 13, and the last one for this video, I see just a regular equation with an equal sign, and I'm going to solve it. 6x, distribute here. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 10 is 30. Then I'm going to clean up like terms. 6x and 3x is 9x. Then I'm going to take all my x's to one side. I think I'm going to bring these 5 x's over to this side. How I bring a positive 5x is I subtract 5x. So I'll get 4x plus 30 equals 70. Subtract 30 from both sides. I will get 4x equals 40. Divide by 4. X equals 10. So there is my answer for number 13 and the last video.